Welcome back to this wall tool cabinet build. In previous episodes we've shown how to cut curved parts, how to build the box, how to put the shelf in, and this next part is a little more technical. I'm putting in dividers for 7 drawers here, and they have a curved front to them, so it makes it a little more complex than the average cabinet. I'm going to show you step by step how that's done, and if you'd like to subscribe, you'll be able to follow this series all the way through. I'd love to hear your comments as well. So here for the drawer gallery, I've got one divider going this way and another one sitting on the base so that the drawers don't rub on the bottom here. And then I've got a couple dividers that are going this way. So I've just taken 1/2-inch ply and laminated some solid wood on the front of it. So I've got some solid cherry edging. And I'll show you how I do that. This is a piece here where I've got 1/2-inch ply and I've just taken a 3/4-inch piece, put it on here. I'll trim this off on the table saw and then use the plane to get it nice and close and flush. The first thing I've done is I've cut this bottom piece in here, and this is set back 1/4 inch from the shelf, and that will just provide a bit of a reveal between the shelf and the drawer faces. The next thing I need to do is cut this vertical piece here. And what that does is it gives me the perimeter of the drawer gallery. And then I can work on the horizontal piece and the vertical pieces in between. With the side now cut, the next piece is to get the horizontal piece in. And that's going roughly about here. And in order to give that some strength, what I'm going to do is cut a dado back in here, a stop dado, and notch the front. And that way I can get this shelf sitting inside that dado and giving it the support it needs. I've got the front part notched and a dado on the side, and that allows these to go together. With these sides now dry fit, I can set it on top of the base, and it gives me an idea of how this is starting to come together. This is what I find really exciting about woodworking. I can see how this is starting to come together with the curved fronts, and you can just imagine what the curved drawers would look like. On the front here, I need to now go through and install those vertical dividers and get this all set. I'll assemble this whole thing and install it in the cabinet in one piece. When I planned out this cabinet, I used this full-scale drawing to figure out where I wanted these drawer dividers to be. This allowed me to have shallow drawers here and deeper drawers, and even some smaller drawers. I've got the dividers laid out exactly how I want them on this full-scale drawing, so I'm going to lay out the parts on top of this drawing and mark them out. This is the bottom of the cabinet here, and this is the center vertical divider. I've placed the horizontal divider here in the middle, and I have the center point right on top of that. So now I'll lay out the vertical dividers on the bottom of this board, and I'll go to the top and mark the top ones. That way I've got all my layout lines on this one board. I've got the vertical dividers cut now, so I'm going to dry fit them in here. This dry fit will test to see how everything lines up. The way I'm going to join these is with a butt joint, with glue and brad nails. I'll shoot the brad nails through the top and through the bottom once I get this all put together. I use the combination square to line up the pieces and make sure they're in the right spot. Using a combination square at the back is what I need to do because the front has a curve, so I can't rely on that as a measurement. Now some people might be critical of the joinery here in terms of just using a butt joint and nailing it together, but this is going to be encapsulated inside the cabinet and isn't going to be moving around a whole lot, so in my opinion this is strong enough and it's quick and easy. I've got the upper dividers that go here and here. These will be nailed in from underneath, but I don't want to nail through the shelf when I attach these. So I'm going to use a biscuit joint here and here at the front of these, and then do the same thing under the shelf. putting the scrap block on here to allow me to line this up cleanly to see where I need to cut the angle here. I added these clamps after the glue up just to make sure these joints were tight. They weren't quite tight with just nailing them. So I'll pull these off and take a look at what we've got. Yeah, that's looking really good. So next thing I need to do is get the rest of these dividers underneath here. I'll put them on in the same way, glue them, nail them through here. And then once I've got these three on and they're dry, then I'll work on securing the ends and getting the bottom put together. With these pieces now glued in, what I can do is fit this into the case. So I start with the bottom here. And what I need to do is cut the ends on these because I haven't trimmed them to fit. So here there's a bit of overhang. So I just need to line the face of these 3 points up. And then I can mark here and here. So now I can trim these pieces here to fit flush with everything else. I've loosened this cabinet so it's a little bit wider than it would normally be when it's clamped up. So I can slide this in, and I've got these biscuits that will join the shelf here. So what I need to do is mark them so I can cut them and then secure the drawer dividers to the shelf. If you subscribe using the link below, you'll be notified of the next video that comes out where I build drawers with curved drawer fronts. Also, please leave a comment. I'd love to hear your feedback and your questions. Until next time, enjoy your time in the woodshop.